What is up, everyone? It's been a crazy summer, been busy traveling and helping clients. Finally have the time to, Marlo, what are you doing? You wanna say hey? Do you wanna get in on this, bud? Oh, okay. As I was saying, I finally have time to review some of my summer travels, and I would love to start with Italy. When Italy reopened its borders to the international markets, I was super pumped to get back to the country. And of course, Venice was at the top of the list. Being able to see Venice without the crowds in the summertime is just an unbelievable opportunity. As much as I hate the unfortunate context around that, we were excited to get back. Speaking of Venice, there are tons of great properties in Venice. Cipriani, the new St. Regis Venice, Aman, and many old and iconic properties as well. I'm sure it's a no surprise to everyone that we had to try out the Aman, given that I'm a huge Aman junkie, which is not to say that I think every Aman is great. Some of Amans I actually have very harsh opinion towards, but that's for a different video. During our visit, we stayed in one of the most special accommodations and suites we've ever had, and I am going to start off the review with a tour of our suite, and then we can get on from there. Hey, I've been waiting on you. Could you not find the door? All right, everyone, welcome to our suite. And this is a special suite here at Aman Venice. This is the Tiepolo suite. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but most likely I am butchering it. That being said, this is the second highest category here at Aman Venice. True to the name of the suite, Giovanni Tiepolo is the person and artist who did a lot of the work in here. He was an extremely famous artist from the 18th century, and the living room is often actually referred to as the Chinese room because of the work on some of the walls here resembles the Chinese culture and some of its settings, things like that. What's really impressive about this suite is that as soon as you enter, you can immediately see its authenticity, the age of it, and everything is basically handcrafted, which is stunning. In each of the corner in the living room, you have a library or bookshelf, and of course you have this marble fireplace. I'm not sure if it's original, but let's just say that it is because it certainly looks and feels that way. Again, I'm doing my best to refrain from touching the artwork, but it just looks really cool, and you can see textures. Even the doors here are just done in such a unique way, and all the fixtures here are just one of a kind. You really have to see it in person to appreciate it. The amount of details in here is immense. Not too different from the front door. There are a lot of hidden doors within the suite itself, and you can see that this is actually where the minibar resides. You've got your Nespresso, and you've got your fridge over here, fully stocked, whatever you like. The suite isn't humongous, but of course we're in Venice and we're in a 16th century palazzo, so 1,000 square feet in here, or 100 square feet is quite extensive already. And you can tell we still have high ceiling, which is a huge luxury, I think. But the specialty here is the bedroom, so follow me. Walking into the bedroom, and I can't believe I'm saying that this is our bedroom because it feels like I am living or sleeping right under a museum. If you've ever been to the Louvre, this is probably what it must feel like if you were to live at the Louvre. Again, just sleeping and resting directly underneath a piece of work from a renowned European artist is just insane. I cannot believe this is actually real. Even the floors are unique. The floor is made of different stones and textures. The room does still have the modern amenities. You do still have your TV, and you have some really cool fixtures here to turn the lights on and off. I think they've really found interesting pieces to fuse into this room and architecture. And of course, we do have a giant marble fireplace in the bedroom as well. Here is the bathroom. You have your sink and you have a closet here. And if you're like me, you were probably asking, where is the toilet and the shower? Just like the front door and the minibar, the bathroom is actually hidden behind this door. And as you walk in here, it's almost like a secret little room. It's a little bit tight in here, but you can see the showers of a very good size. High ceiling, rain shower, water pressure is really good. I was not expecting that at all, just because how old this building and house is. And I've got to say, the robe here is super soft. Our puppy Marlo feels very similar to this, and we are homesick. It's been really nice having this robe that feels like Marlo's hair. Another thing I love about Aman is that they typically hang their towels like this. I know that's probably a detail that's a bit an overkill. Most hotels like to hang their towel just flat or folded on a flat surface, but I love that Aman actually hang the towels. It feels like a home, because typically this is how I hang my towel at home. I don't think everyone cares about it, but you know, I'm a bit weird and nerdy when it comes to hotels. So that's about it. It's not a huge suite or space, but you can see just the details. So we have double doors here to get into the living space. I'm sure probably used to be multiple rooms. And again, this is why this place is so special. Actually, George Clooney got married at Aman Venice, and he spent his wedding night here in this particular suite. Like I said, there's actually another suite that's technically higher category than this, but this is by far my favorite suite here at Aman Venice, just because I feel like it has so much character. And I don't even typically like this type of aesthetics, but you can't help but to appreciate it when you see it and live in it. It's been really, really nice for Laura and I to spend some time here. We'll probably never have another suite like this. As you can see, that's a very, very special suite, and we had an absolute blast. And I've got to say, George Clooney has impeccable taste. That being said, let's move on to some of the different type of accommodations they have at Aman Venice. They have rooms that are a bit more contemporary. It's way more clean, subtle, and less cluttered. If I didn't know that the Tiepolo suite existed, I probably would have stayed in the more contemporary design rooms. Depending on your taste of contemporary versus traditional, there's a bit of something for everyone here. One of the main attractions for Aman Venice is that they have this really cool courtyard with grass, and you're overlooking the canal. It's a perfect place to have your breakfast, lunch, dinner. Moving on to the food. Being in Italy, of course, the expectations is really high, maybe a bit unrealistic. I really love the quality of our breakfast food. The pancakes, pastries, everything was delicate, airy, so I really love that. And of course, that view is fantastic. Lunch was good as well. We had a lot of burrata and tomatoes, things like that, super fresh, just perfect for summertime. We only had dinner once on site, and I've got to say the dinner was probably the most underwhelming of the meals we've had. I mean, the menu was a bit limited, and I'm not sure if that's just due to the current times that we're in. I certainly finished my meal. It tasted fun. It just wasn't anything extraordinary. I couldn't imagine myself having dinner on property every night, given the limitations of the menu. Of course, being at an Aman, you can always request things that are off the menu, so I'm sure we could have done that, but just the fact that I think the menu wasn't too enticing. And of course, being in Italy, there were so many different places for us to try out off property. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think most people stay more than 3 to 5 nights in Venice anyway. There are plenty of places to go eat. And let's talk about my favorite aspect of the stay, which is the service. From the moment we arrived, the team was fantastic. The general manager was there to greet us and say goodbye, which is a hallmark of an Aman property, but not every Aman does that nowadays. See, I told you I don't rave about every single Aman. The lady and gentleman who kind of escorted us around the property to show us different aspects of the property, our room, etc., and answer all of our questions and help us with concierge service, it could not have been more nice. I ran into the general manager a couple times throughout my stay as well, and asking how our stay was. We felt very welcome and just absolutely enjoyed our stay. One of my clients actually visited Aman Venice a few weeks after I did, and I reached out just to follow up to see how his stay was, and of course it was fantastic, and he's been there before, so he certainly has high expectations going into Aman Venice. But thanks to my Aman Venice friends, his stay was flawless, and I'm sure he'll be back again. We had a great time. We were so happy with the fact that we were able to visit Italy, and Aman Venice was a great choice for us. As always, thank you so much for watching my channel in this review. I know sometimes it's a bit boring, but if you're doing research, I hope this is helpful to some degree. And please feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want a lot more travel content. As always, if your hobby is luxury travel, make sure you book your trips through a luxury travel advisor, whether it's through me or someone else who has a lot of relationship and travels a lot themselves, and most importantly, increase your odds of having the best experience on your trips. Thank you again, and see you next time. Ciao.